Hello all, welcome to our channel. In the series of international relations, our today's topic of discussion is India's vaccine diplomacy as one of the India's soft power diplomacy. Since the battle against coronavirus reaches a turning point, India is sharpening its vaccine diplomacy to reach out to its presence in a region dominated by China. On January 20, 2021, two consignments of 1.5 lakh doses of Covishield vaccine, each manufactured by Serum Institute of India, Pune, reached Bhutan and Maldives, the first two countries to get supplies from India. Bangladesh and Nepal were the next to receive Covishield vaccines from India, with consignments of 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs doses reached Dhaka and Kathmandu respectively on January 21st, 2021. India gave top priority to her neighbors and friends Bhutan, Maldives, Bangladesh and Nepal, which are among the countries to receive Indian government's gift of COVID vaccines. Supply to Bangladesh is fulfillment of assurance given by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina during the virtual summit held on December 17, 2020. Shipments of the vaccine will also be sent to Myanmar, Seychelles, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Mauritius, Saudi Arabia and Morocco. India will continue to supply COVID vaccines to partner countries over the coming weeks and months. On January 22, 2021, India began commercial exports of COVID-19 vaccines and sent 2 million doses each to Brazil and Morocco. On receiving the COVID-19 vaccine, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has thanked India for supplying COVID-19 vaccine to his country and shared on social media as an illustration of Lord Hanuman bringing Sanjeevani Booty from India to Brazil. The Government of India has received several requests for the supply of Indian manufactured vaccines from neighboring countries and key partner countries. In response to these requests, and in keeping with India's stated commitment to use India's vaccine production and delivery capacity to help all the humanity fight the COVID pandemic, supplies under grant assistance to Bhutan, Maldives, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar and Seychelles began. In respect of Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and Mauritius, their confirmation of necessary regulatory clearances was a requirement. Prior to delivery of vaccines, a training program covering administrative and operational aspects is being conducted for immunization managers, cold chain officers, communication officers and data managers of the recipient countries of both the nations and at provincial levels. India has long been a major player in the global pharmaceutical industry. The nation is the world's largest provider of generic pharmaceuticals. For example, it accounts for about 40% of generic demand in US, 25% of all medicines in UK. Further, India also meets over 50% of global demand for various vaccines. For the developing world, support of India is even more vital. It supplies nearly all the developing world's high-quality, inexpensive generic medicines and is also responsible for about supplying 60% of vaccines to the developing world. So what exactly we mean by vaccine diplomacy? Owing to its unique position as a global vaccine manufacturer, India will eventually play a role in ensuring vaccines to get developed to the developing world. To begin with, Bangladesh PepsiCo has signed an investment deal with the Serum Institute to ensure that Bangladesh will get priority access to the vaccine, and India is likely to continue its neighborhood outreach, providing the vaccine to her neighbors and that are traditionally in India's sphere of influence. Beyond the immediate neighborhood, India has agreed to support Myanmar with the development of vaccine, and India has been focusing heavily on the ties with sub-Saharan Africa and has been building relations with Latin America. To that effect, the government is finalizing a plan of action. Vaccine diplomacy is a natural extension to India's central role in the global pharmaceutical industry, but there will be challenges around financing. India's revenue situation was under strain even prior to coronavirus, and priority will be given to India first. However, India will likely partner with development organizations including the Gates Foundation to ensure that the cost of vaccine is kept low and can be distributed to low-income countries. India in the past has won accolades of supplying low-cost drugs to sub-Saharan Africa to help battle AIDS crisis. The development and distribution of vaccine has a potential to play a similar role in building India's soft power abroad. Now this was about the neighboring countries and sub-Saharan African countries. Let's talk about other countries which have reached out to India. So exports of other countries have officially taken off on January 22nd, 2021 and are in line with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's commitment that the country's vaccine production capacities would be used for all of humanity. Around 90 plus countries have reached out to India for the COVID-19 vaccines. Several African and Latin American and Caribbean nations like South Africa and Saudi Arabia, among others, are waiting for Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine being made here in India by Serum Institute of India. The government of Bolivia has also signed a contract with Serum Institute of India for the supply of Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. These doses are expected to arrive in the country by April. Bolivia has a deal with Russia for purchasing around 5 million Sputnik V vaccine doses. So about the Partnership for Accelerating Clinical Trials. The PACT, that is Partnership for Accelerating Clinical Trials program, has been launched for supporting COVID-19 vaccine development activities in partnering countries. The initiative is being implemented by Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council (BIRAC) and Clinical Development Services Agency (CDSA) under the auspices of National Biopharma Mission and CEPI Mission of the Department of Biotechnology. So now let's talk about training given by India. So India is also provide training to several neighboring countries to enhance its capacity under the Partnerships for Accelerating Clinical Trials program. 2 days, that is January 19th and January 20th, healthcare personnel from 13 countries were trained by India in administering the COVID vaccine. These countries include Brazil, Oman, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Mongolia, Myanmar, Nepal, Bahrain, Mauritius, Morocco and Seychelles. And national and provincial government officials, cold chain officials too were in training. Partners from WHO and UNICEF participated in the training. So Pakistan has not been named as a neighboring country which will get the vaccine through Islamabad in exploring options to get it through a global alliance or bilateral arrangements. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, the immunization program is being implemented in India as in the other countries in a phased manner to cover the healthcare providers, frontline workers and most vulnerable. Keeping in view the domestic requirement of the phased rollout, India will continue to supply vaccines to partner countries in phased manner. So now let's talk about another important topic that we should keep in mind, that as it says in diplomacy that India is miles ahead of China in vaccine diplomacy. So free shipments containing the first batch of Covishield, which is manufactured by Serum Institute of India, have already reached many nations. While India is being praised by its neighboring nations for the vaccine diplomacy, the same is not the case with China. Nepal has promised the Sinopharm shots from China, but a clearance is still awaited. Bangladesh too was supposed to get 1.10 lakh doses of Sinovac Biotech vaccine from China. However, there is a deadlock as Bangladesh has refused to contribute towards the development cost of the vaccine. India, on the other hand, will give away nearly 20 million doses of vaccine to its neighbors. India is also helping with training of health workers in some of the countries. So will this impact COVID-19 vaccine rollout in India? All this diplomacy and giving free out vaccines. So keeping in the view of the domestic requirements of the phased rollout, India will continue to supply COVID-19 vaccine to partner countries over the coming weeks and months in the phased manner. The Ministry of External Affairs has said this. The Ministry of External Affairs has also ensured and underlined that it will be ensured that domestic manufacturers have adequate stocks to meet domestic requirements while supplying abroad. So then why is India supplying COVID-19 vaccines to another countries? That must be a question in your head. So to answer that, so in 2020, India has supplied hydrochloroquine, remdesivir and paracetamol tablets, as well as diagnostic kits, ventilators, masks, gloves and other medical supplies to a large number to countries to cope up with COVID-19 pandemic. India has also provided training to several neighboring countries to enhance and strengthen the clinical capabilities under the Partnership for Accelerating Clinical Trials program. Separately, several training courses have been organized for healthcare workers and administrators of partner countries under the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, that is ITEC program. Sharing our experience in dealing with the pandemic, the MEA stated. Apart from this, India will continue to supply countries all over the world with COVID-19 vaccines. This will be calibrated against domestic requirements and international demand and obligations, including Gavi COVAX facility to developing countries, the Ministry of External Affairs has said. In the ongoing effort, India will continue to supply countries all over the world with the vaccines. These will be calibrated against domestic requirements and international demand. So let's look into something about Gavi COVAX facility when we are talking about it. So with more than 180 countries now involved, representing nearly 90% of the global population, we now have a viable solution to COVID-19 pandemic, the worst global crisis of our time. COVAX is the only truly global solution and our best hope of bringing the acute phase of this pandemic to a swift end. Because it is the only effort to ensure rapid, fair and equitable access to COVID-19 vaccine once they are available for people in all corners of the world regardless of their wealth. Coordinated by Gavi, the Coalition of Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, that is CEPI, and World Health Organization, COVAX has an initial goal of making at least 2 billion doses of safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines available by the end of 2021. This should be enough to protect high-risk individuals, including healthcare workers and vulnerable people. But how exactly will COVAX ensure that these vaccines are appropriately and equitably distributed? The answer is a bespoke governance system, building on existing management bodies rather than creating new management, designed with equity and transparency at the core of its process and policy. So this was all about in our discussion of India's vaccine diplomacy. Let's get into it. We saw the background of India's vaccine policy and how vaccine campaign began to taking its shape. Then what was vaccine diplomacy and which countries have reached out to India. Then what training were provided by the India and about the partnership of accelerating clinical trials. We also talked about India's miles ahead propaganda from China in vaccine diplomacy. While this impact will, then we also discussed about will this impact COVID-19 vaccine rollout in India, and also discussed about why is India supplying COVID-19 vaccines to other countries, and then we saw a little about Gavi COVAX facility. So this was all about this topic. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more such content to our channel. Also do like, share and subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get the latest video updates to our channel. Thank you.